This is number 12 in our Chapter 3 test review on page 181, where we're asked to factor the expression completely. This one's kind of in a backwards order in that the highest exponent is last and the lowest exponent is first, but that's not a big deal. We can continue on anyway. First thing we always do is look for a greatest common factor, and 2x is what all of those terms in this trinomial can be divided evenly by. If I divide 30x by 2x, I get 15. If I divide 4x squared by 2x, I get 2x. And if I divide negative 16x cubed by 2x, I get negative 8x squared. Now I want to see if what remains here can be factored further. Clearly it's a trinomial. I ask, is it a special case? Well, the only special case trinomial that we have is a perfect square trinomial. This is not one because it does not begin nor does it end with a perfect square. So what I'll do instead is I'm going to use my unfoiling method, and I'm going to do this using the grouping method. If I multiply the 15 times 8, or negative 8, I get negative 120. I need to find two numbers. When multiplied, they equal negative 120, which means one has to be positive and the other has to be negative. And when I add them, they equal positive 2. Well, 12 times 10 is 120. If the 10 was negative, then they would add up to 2. So I'm going to break down this middle term to 12x minus 10x, and bring down the first and last terms. Now I'm going to use my grouping method. Group the first two together, group the last two together, and find their greatest common factor. The first two are both divisible by 3. I'll be left with 5 plus 4x. If it's factorable, then I'll be left with 5 plus 4x with the latter two as well. The greatest common factor must have been negative 2, because negative 2 times 5 is negative 10, and negative 2 times 4x, negative 2x, sorry. Negative 2x times 4x is negative 8x squared. So now I have two terms. What do they have in common? They have a 5 plus 4x in common. If I divide out 5 plus 4x from each of them, what I'll be left with is 3 minus 2x. I can always check and FOIL those to be sure that it does in fact equal the original trinomial, 30x plus 4x squared minus 16x cubed.